there. Now, the British Chamber of Commerce Philippines is bringing along a business delegation from the UK to Iloilo City in the Visayas to encourage more businesses to expand operations in the region. Well, with us now for more from our Rockwell studio in Makati is Chris Nelson, the chairman of the BCCP. It's good to have you back on with us, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, good morning, Cathy. Great to be back again.
Okay, so you're doing your rounds in the Philippines. Why Iloilo this time around, of all parts of the Visayas region?
Well, we looked at doing Iloilo because it's been a very progressive city. It won an award in 2017, I think, on environmental. It's obviously got businesses there that are developing, like agribusiness, manufacturing. And also, it's again our support to the overall 10-point plan to look at economic development outside Metro Manila. It was Davao last year, now we're looking at Iloilo, and obviously the Visayas has great potential to grow even more than the overall Philippine economy.
So how much faster then, if it's faster than the whole Philippine economy for the Visayas region?
Well, we saw a forecast that could put the Visayas region at somewhere between 8 to 9%. So that obviously, if we've got the Philippines growing between 6 and 7, that's higher than that. And again, I think there's a lot of movement now to obviously do development outside. We see opportunities in Iloilo as we did see in Davao and other areas.
Okay, so how big is this delegation going to Iloilo? Because I've had a chat with Ambassador Danny Cruz last week, and he described it to be a huge delegation.
Well, it's very kind of our ambassador. I think we're going to try as hard as we can. We were very successful in Davao. We're looking at over 50 delegates, but over 100 attendees. And I think the key as well is how we can develop business. We're actually hopeful that 2 of the companies that have already started business from our Davao trade mission will actually also be on this mission as well, because that's actually the key. And obviously we get strong support also from the British Embassy. The ambassador will be there, along with the government, the support from the Department of International Trade. We already have Secretary Jokno confirmed, and we're obviously overly hopeful that we'll also get Secretary Lopez and others to be there.
Now, which 2 companies?
The 2 companies were Seaguard and also YFL. Seaguard is into environmental protection, particularly for seawater, and YLF is an engineering advisory company.
All right, now you're starting the year with missions to the Visayas, but you did make a mention, and I do remember this, about the Chamber's missions to Davao in the previous year. What's come out of that? As you say, there's been much progress.
Yeah, we've had 2 companies that have already established business. We have several others that are in ongoing discussions. We established a very good relationship with the Davao Chamber of Commerce. I went back again in June last year for the Davao Investment Conference, and we're keeping up those links. Damasoara Land is part of our chamber now. So I think this is a reflection that from the British Chamber, we're very much building relationships long term, and we communicate back to the UK on these opportunities both in Davao, Iloilo, and of course also in the country as a whole.
Do you think that there might have been more British business sealed in Mindanao last year? I mean, you made a mention of 2 companies, if not for the imposition of martial rule since May of last year.
Well, first of all, our trade mission took place at the end of March. That was prior to that. I think also in terms of activities, based on my discussions, one of the key questions always from all companies is ease of doing business. What are my market opportunities? But of course, they're always guided by law and order. So I say overall no. And obviously, there are still great opportunities there and elsewhere.
Will you be back anytime soon to Davao or Mindanao for that instance in the various missions that you're conducting this year?
Yes, I would do, actually. I think, first of all, as I said before, we established a great relationship both with the Davao Chamber, also with the Davao Promotion Agency, with Davao City itself. And in the British Chamber, we strongly believe in maintaining relationships and support with them, and also with the Philippine Chambers of Commerce, which reaches across the whole country. So yes, we anticipate going to Davao. Obviously, our focus for this quarter is Iloilo.
So if Visayas were growing faster than the whole Philippine economy, 8 to 9%, what would Davao be?
Well, I think Davao would be in the same region. I haven't actually had a look at those forecasts recently, but obviously, as we know from the infrastructure program, there's a lot of discussions on Davao, and I think overall the government's intent, and we support the 10-point plan, is to create further development opportunities outside Metro Manila, and it's our opportunity to communicate that to companies in the UK, as well as companies already established here. And I would just add the fact we're also running a webinar at the end of this week to further get more delegates coming from the UK.
So can we take it then that the intention now of the British Chamber is pivoting away for now from Mindanao, with martial rule in place for all of 2018, and exploring opportunities in the Visayas?
No, I wouldn't say that at all, actually. I think we'll still communicate on Davao. We still think there are opportunities. What we're doing here is spreading out and showing the overall. I mean, let me focus and make the point again. Companies' key focus and question actually is on what is my business opportunities, what is the ease of doing business, and we were very supported in Davao. Davao has a very clear and easy way of doing business. So let me be very categoric. No, we're looking at all opportunities across the country, but we wanted to give at this moment a focus on the Visayas and Iloilo, but we will be back to Davao as well.
All right, well done. Well, thank you so much, and I wish you well in your mission, and that's going to happen next month. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, and thanks for the interview. Bye-bye.
Of the British Chamber of Commerce, Philippines.